Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Marignon. We are still here. It's now summer in the year 5, in the 5th year of the Ascension Wars. We saw all this stuff last time, so we're gonna go ahead and skip over those messages. I didn't actually do anything. So we're gonna go ahead and end the turn there. Because that's just exactly where we left off last time. Hopefully by this point I've actually released the teaser for what I'm going to be doing with my new series idea. If not, I am going to find a way to reach into the past and smack myself. Hopefully you all heard that. Great. Are the Ducks on a power play? This is still the same day as the last episode. Oh man, that was a close one. Okay, no, they're not on a power play. Good. Again, if you're not sure about what a power play, what the terminology there is, when you get a penalty in the NHL, depending on the severity, you're either going to go to the box for 2 minutes or 5 minutes. You might get thrown out of the game. It's very rare that happens, though. But for the 2 minutes or 5 minutes, depending on whether or not you get a minor or a major penalty, your team will be shorthanded by one person, with one exception on the 5 minutes. I'll explain that in just a minute. So the other team will go on the power play while your team will go on what's called the penalty kill. Now, one of the things about the power play is that if you have a minor penalty, so it's just if you're just in the box for 2 minutes, and the other team scores. So if the team on the power play scores on against a minor penalty, then the penalty is over just right then. Even if they score 2 seconds into it, that's the end of the penalty. That does not apply to a 5 minute. If your team is on a power play or if your team is on the penalty kill for 5 minutes and the other team scores, you stay in the box. You're gonna sit that entire 5 minutes because you did something to deserve it. Now, the only time where somebody will be in the box for 5 minutes and their team won't lose a player is when both teams. Whoa, sorry, weird angle shot. But both teams, this is actually a case where both teams are going to lose a player for 5 minutes, and that's a fighter. That's when you have a fight. Because fighting is instantly a 5-minute major penalty, and because there's 2 people in a fight, obviously. Both teams are going to have a person in the box for 5 minutes, but neither team is going to be on the power play. Neither team is going to be shorthanded. Holy crap! Go Lagash! Shadow Imp. Huh. Crap, I think that might mean that. Let's go ahead and watch the battle in the Sea Untamed. Because that means Lagash actually managed to conquer the Undersea. Which is a good thing. I don't even know how he did that. I expected him to die. I'll be completely honest with you. So you know what? We're gonna go ahead and bump this up to 100. Tritons. And instead of doing anything, he can't build anything? Huh, okay then. He can just patrol. I can maybe... Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and get a Triton commander. Somebody that can build something, because I need to build defenses in that province. I mean, I don't need to, but I'd like to. Alright, Henrik, begin building a citadel. Okay, good, we're going to be at level 8 soon, but I don't have the blood slaves I need. Ah, well, I'll just research until... I'll just research him until I do. How much does Blood Vortex cost? I mean, I'll get the... Let's see, it costs 166. So it's going to be a long time before I can even afford to do that. Alright, Turgis. I'm going to have you go up here and start building something. Bermudo. How many troops does he still have? Not many. There you go. Some more. Go ahead and start building, upgrading. Let's see, army set. No, I don't need army set. If you heard something just now, it was my keyboard was kind of set on the base of my microphone, and it just slid off. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and end the turn there. Ooh, good fake out. Sorry, I'm also still watching my hockey game. I'm actually going to be going to one of those in February. It's kind of become a yearly tradition for me that I get tickets, or I buy tickets to a hockey game between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Dallas Stars, because the Stars are the nearest NHL team to me, and so made it a tradition to get tickets for that. We get tickets for one of those games every year, every season. Go up, spend a couple days in Dallas, watch the game, come back. It's just kind of fun. So far, the Hawks are 1-for-1 when I do that. Or 1-2-1. They have a record of 1-1. They won the first one pretty handily, and they lost the second one kind of badly. We'll see how they go this year. Especially since right now, Dallas is, as of right now, for me, which I'm recording this on Friday, November 27th. Yes, I'm recording this on Black Friday. Dallas is actually currently the top team in the league. They are leading the entire NHL right now, which nobody really expected. Everybody kind of expected them to be a really strong team because they're usually a pretty good team overall. But don't tell me he's gonna get a high sticking for that. No, they would have called it already. Yeah, okay. There was a moment where two of the Ducks ended up pinning the captain of the Blackhawks to the boards. One of them took his stick to the face, but the stick went up a little bit. Uh-oh. Whoa! Oh, we got a bit of a fight. Man, the captain of the Hawks has been just really pissy recently. He's been mad. Oh, stick. Which is funny because he's not normally the fighter. The fighter on the Hawks is usually the captain of the Blackhawks is number 19, Jonathan Toews from. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's from Winnipeg. He's normally not the fighter. The fighter is usually number 65, Andrew Shaw, or number 25, Brian Bickle. Now, Bickle, you could kind of understand. He's a big guy. He looks like he's perfectly willing and able to just knock somebody's teeth down their throat. Shaw, on the other hand, is kind of a small dude. I mean, he's listed at like 5'10" on the roster, but I don't know how accurate that actually is. There we go. Sorry about that, I had to take care of something. So there's going to be a section where it's just going to jump a little bit, but anyway. Yeah, I don't get what's up with Jonathan Toews recently. He's just been really angry. Some people think it's a good thing. I'm not so sure. Yeah, well. This actually goes into another situation where a goal does not end a penalty when it's a 4-on-4 concurrent penalty. So that's where you got each team has two people in the box for the same time, for the same amount of time. They don't those penalties are not going to end when somebody scores. And that's the end of the first. I actually really do like NHL hockey. It's fun. Fun to watch. Oh, I think I know what's getting him so angry. Gotta close down the 5-hole, Crawford. I mean, I'm not... I play some NHL... I play NHL 16 on my free time a lot. I play a forward. I mentioned this in another video for one of my other series. I am not very good as a goalie. I tried it a couple of times. It's just... I mean, part of it's the fact that they give you hints on, like, certain control techniques you can use, but they also really don't tell you everything you need very well. And the practice mode is not a tutorial. It's a practice mode. So it kind of assumes you're going in there already knowing the controls, which is not helpful. Oop. Yeah, that's why that's part of the reason I get so many Goetic Masters at once. Okay, we're actually going to stop there, because I think it's... I don't need level 9 just yet. I will eventually, but I'm not going to bother with it just right now. Is it evocation? I don't think so. Leap higher? No. No, it's not that either. It's... Okay, so it's not evocation, it's not alteration. What about conjuration? I'm looking for the fire elemental spell. No. Thaumaturgy, maybe? No, it's not that. Enchantment then. It's gotta be enchantment then, because that's the only one left that'll do that. Yeah, there it is, the Eternal Pyre. But we're actually gonna go for construction right now, because I want to start building items. Where's Visevalad? Build a lab there, Carmont. Like I said, Carmont will eventually die of old age. Because he's... Whoa, he's... I'm not sure if he will, since he's now the prophet, but... I mean, come on, he's 116 and he started old age at 48. He is currently... What was it? Yeah, 68 years beyond old age. He is really old. Did not know that. Kind of makes sense. Part of being a great siege defense is, or making a good siege defense, is that you need to be able to think on your feet pretty quickly. And if you're mindless, you can't think on your feet at all, or think at all. Oh right, that Triton commander should be up, or he should have been up a while back. I need to go and start building fortresses in the undersea. I did add a little bit of time to this episode because of something I had to take care of. And there's not a way to pause my timer. So I just had to delete it and stop and restart it. Great. My neck is starting to hurt. There we go. Oh, that's a lot better already. I mentioned before that I pop my neck, I pop my joints a lot, mostly because if I don't, they start to hurt. This turn's taking a while to generate. You can probably hear me moving around on my chair. It's kind of squeaky. Okay, the sod and Merc, they're starting to starve. So we're just gonna... No, I need to send you up here. This is actually why you build, like, supply storage. Because it'll actually increase the supplies. Let's see, yeah. No. Shulshagan. Okay, apparently I just can't build anything in the Sea Untamed. Actually, how many troops can you command? 40. 50, 90. How many can you command, Lagash? 100. Let's see, 15 resources. I'll just go to, there we go, 212. It's a lot of resources used up, but I kind of need to. Alright, let's go ahead and see what I can already build. Scepter of Authority. Staff of Flame Focus, that's a different one. Oh, okay, that's just a, that's a range increaser. Armor of Souls? Ooh, actually I could use the Armor of Souls. Ooh. We'll see about doing some of this stuff. I know there is an item I'm going to see about getting eventually, maybe. The Sanguine Dowsing Rod helps with searching for blood slaves, but I don't really want to search for them, because that does tend to make that tends to make whatever province you do it in kind of angry. Oh, there was actually a full-on fight in the Minnesota-Winnipeg game. Whoops. Yeah, well. Let's see. Okay. Still a bit of time left on this. I don't really care about other teams for the most part when it comes to hockey, but I do like to know who's doing well and who's not. Okay, looks like we're getting further along here. Whoa! So that's what happened. Yeah, I can't really think watching what just happened that started the whole thing I mentioned about the captain of the Blackhawks getting into a fight. The guy he was going for is known for being kind of a dick. Okay, we're already up to level 3 there. Good. Level 4 is greater magic items. Level 8 is where I really want to get with the unique artifacts. Roberto, research. You. Yeah, I still need, let's see, how much does he need? He's like 105? Yeah, 105 blood slaves. Okay, we're gonna send Vsevolod up here. The Ogden Mercs. Oh, there's Abyssia. I think we might be surrounded here, which is really bad for us. Also, I do like how Dominions 4 actually tells you how to, or actually the Dominion series in general tells you how to switch between windowed and full screen, and also tells you how to temporarily downsize the game. If you use Windows, Alt Return, or Alt, most keyboards say Enter now, but Alt Return and Alt Tab work pretty well for most games. Some games disable the Alt Return function, and some games you can turn off Alt Tabbing. And it's actually a bad idea to alt-tab in some games, like, competitive multiplayer games. You don't want to alt-tab in League of Legends, especially in the middle of a giant team fight. Or in Dota 2, for that matter. I haven't played League for a long time. Actually not a long time, but like a couple of months. This is probably going to be the last turn for this episode. Yeah, definitely. I like to keep track of my timers. Come on, I'd like to at least get to the next screen before the end of this. Get back to the map screen, I mean. Well, not sure if we're gonna make it to back to the messages, but keep an eye out for the teasers I'm gonna be releasing about the upcoming series I have planned for April. Like I said, that's gonna be one I'm really looking forward to, because that's gonna be fun for pretty much everybody involved, I think. I'm gonna. Alright, folks, that is the end of this episode. Just as we're about to get back to the messages, too. Come on. I'll get to the message screen real quick. Alright, folks, that is this episode done. If you enjoyed, please feel free to like or favorite the video, or click the dislike button if you didn't like it. Or leave a comment down below. If you have any ideas, or you just want to say something, that's fine. If you enjoyed Dota 2 content, tune in tomorrow night for, well, not tomorrow night, but tomorrow for the next episode of Ran Dota. Should be a fun episode. Should be a fun one. And if you enjoy Terraria, check out my Friday night or my Friday series, Wild Terraria Fridays. It's getting a little messy at times, but then again, it's a survival series. What you really can't expect much more. If you want to make sure you don't miss any episodes, you can also click the subscribe button down below the video or the link at the end. Those would really help me out, and I'd really appreciate it. And keep an eye out for the release of the trailers for the series I have planned coming up for April. There will probably be more than one. I'll see about actually editing those up a little bit more than just throwing up the actual trailers themselves from the company. As for that, folks, I have been D. Good night, and good gaming.